Greetings. Welcome to an introduction of Star Wars Miniatures, a Galactic Civil War. I'm going to show you a few things that I have in mind and try to put together my ideas. So the first thing that we need to do is go over here to our cogwheel is my settings and change up our display name, whatever we need it to say as a new player. Make sure you save. You can turn up your volume here. I always use advanced keyboards. Make sure you have that enabled. This is preferential. Use window pop-outs. I like to keep it open like this. I will show you a few reasons why. But basically, come change your settings. Go to your macros and activate everything that I have clicked here. That would be activate mini, deactivate mini, dead, initiative, and not dead. Those all need to be check marked. You'll see that they populate just below your name. Activate many, deactivate many, dead, not dead, and initiative. Those will be key in turn order and tracking. Everything else, don't worry about. They're all already written inside of your token. Jukebox, nothing that the player will need to do here. Here is your journal that will have all of your pieces available to you. So we're playing the Black Sun Nexus scenario, and I have access to the Black Sun, the Rhodian Black Sun Vigo, the Abyssian Black Sun Thug, and the Nexu. So, like I said, I can bring up each and every one of their sheets and have them on the ready by double-clicking the top of the sheet and placing it wherever I'd like. Anytime I double-click it open, it will return back to where I had originally placed it. I'm going to make sure that I just open these up as big and as good as I want them, and then close it up like this, and stack, and do another. There we go, just readying myself for the game. Alright, so you see the bio is just like the Blue Milk database. So all these are clickable. It should take you to the Blue Milk database, which is pretty cool. You can, leave these up like I have them. You can always have access to them if you need them, if you don't have the card or if you don't have something else pulled up or memorized or whatever. Okay, so now that I have some of that out of the way, I've got my character sheets pulled up just the way I like it, double-clicking the top of the sheet and dragging it in anywhere I want to. So that's fine. Now let's talk about the tokens themselves. You can click the token, you can drag it with your mouse and drop it anywhere you want, right? Or you could click a different token and use your arrow keys and walk with it, right? Awesome. But how do I know how far I'm going? Well, just click Q. That is the letter Q. You'll open up your ruler, and we can start to see how many squares we're going. Now, let's make sure we do it by the rules. So let's click Q and go 12 squares with a Rhodian Sun Vigo. So I know that diagonals cost double, but if I click Q again while still holding down, I can place a marker and continue. Let's Q here. Let's go 9. Alright, so I'll let it go. Oh, I can't see it anymore. Oh, just hit the letter X. X will allow you to see it again. Then you can hit the letter S to click to your select token and move all the way to where you have placed your ruler. Now we've got some opened up territory. 9. So I can still go a couple more. 9, 10, 11, 12, 3 more. So let's go 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that looks fair. All right, and I'll just, again, I have to click S here because I have my ruler. I have my ruler clicked. So my ruler is Q, which is a hotkey. My selector is S, which is a hotkey, so that I can drag and drop him. So Q, got my ruler. S, got my drag and dropper. All right, So you can kind of see that I have some dynamic lighting and fog and stuff like that going for the whole game. It is very scalable. We can just scroll out to 60% and see that I can see the whole map if I were to turn the fog of war off, that is. And there will be some happenings with that. But for now, let's just zoom in and see what the Rhodian Black Vigo can do. All right, so let's roll initiative. Really, all we got to do is click our hero character, or any character that you want to. Make sure you click them. Go below your name and click initiative, and you will automatically turn into the initiative order. Nope, that was a good delay. Anyway, you can see that your token is in chat. You have a neat little power card here, and your initiative can be checked by the result, by scrolling over the result. So that's great, and we can move turn order anywhere we want to on the screen, kind of get it out of our way. A lot of times you can ask the DM just to turn it off for you, and that's easy and no problem. Usually it does go off. All right, so let's talk about activating and deactivating characters. It's very simple. Once you have gone your full speed or done whatever you want to do, your turn is over. Now, click on your token, go to Activate Many, and you're done. Now that token is activated, or at least indicated that it's activated, and you'll go to your next token and do the same thing. Hit Q for ruler. Anytime you need to move, hit Q again. Hit Q again. You can scroll up with your mouse wheel. And I'm going to Q here, and then Q here. Now recall, when you let it go, it will go away. You can hit the letter X. It will repopulate. When you go down to your back to your token, make sure you click your select move button, or S for a hotkey, before you move, or you're gonna lose your ruler. All right, to get rid of the ruler, click Q again, which is your ruler, and just rule again. Take it away. Right, now I've got to go back to my selector tool by hitting S, or using the toolbar up top to the top left. Click my Abyssian Black Thug and Black Sun Thug and activate them. Good. Oh, that's my turn. All right, that will be my opponent's turn now. On my opponent's turn, Abyss Rebel opens the door. And just for purposes of examples here, this is what we'll say is the end of the Rebel's turn. Now, we've got 2 more characters to activate. Make sure my selector token is what I have, and make sure that I can click my tokens and get them going. Okay, so now I've got to use Q or just my ruler tool. Clicking here, make sure I can go where I'll activate him first. I'm going to go open the door so my Nexu can go and bite. Yeah, all right. So make sure you have your selector tool going. Next to the door, obviously that door is going to open because I am going to deactivate, or I'm going to activate next to the door. Once that happens, this door should open up. Super. And now it will be the Nexu's turn. So let's go open, make sure, see what we got going on here. Ambush, double attack, melee, spade. Awesome. As you can see, they are all built in to the token macros. Let's talk about that. All right, so token macros are individual to each token, as their character sheet is individual to their token. Let me make sure to open my Nexu character sheet again because it dropped out on me. And go back to my chat tab. So again, you can see I can click on different tokens, and at the top left of the screen, different token actions are happening. I can't click on Bith Rebel because I do not own him. Rhodian Black Sun has double attack, stealth, friends reserves, card, melee attack, and ranged attack. You will note that card, melee attack, and ranged attack are on every single token. I've made them universal because it's an easy click system. So we'll go to the Black Sun Thug, we'll see card, melee, ranged, Nexu, card, melee, ranged. Those are some of the basic components to Roll20 Star Wars miniatures. Once you click card, you'll see that pretty much everything that is on an official card is right here. I'm gonna edit the format of the special abilities, but it's all there, and I mean it's all in your sheet here too, so that should work. It's just wanted to make sure the card would populate. It whispers to you so no one else can see it that you're playing against, so that's cool. Something that I want to show you here is that if you click stealth, you can see what it can do. Speed 8, you can see what it can do. Basically double attack, you're not going to want to click unless you are actually attacking, and I will show you what that does soon. Ambush, you can see what it does. Savage, you can see what it does. So that's all whispers that won't populate in anybody's chat. Let's move correctly. Let's see if I can get to, so I can definitely get to him. This character must end his move next to somebody. Can move, then make all the attacks against one enemy who is not activated, but he is. Okay. Can move up to 8 squares and attack, or 16 without attacking. That's what I was looking at, but 8 squares. I'm going to move right up next to him because I have to be next to him. And in my turn by clicking on my token and activating the mini. Alright, so for this example, all tokens are activated, and it's time to re-roll initiative. So click on one of your tokens and click initiative below you, and likewise the opponent will do the same. And there we go. All automatic turn order. The DM will turn off the turn order, and please deactivate all of your tokens. So you will click all of your tokens and deactivate. There's a pretty simple way to do this as well. If you weren't clicking any of your tokens at all, you can just use a command Control A to select all of your tokens. Activate mini will activate all of your minis. That's a wonderful little feature. So again, you could do Control A while not clicking on any of them, or you could click them and do Control A. That's just select all, deactivate. Select all, activate, select all, deactivate. That's Control A, activate, Control A, deactivate. Very neat. All right, since the Nexu's team won initiative, let's go ahead and talk about combat. The Nexu is going to activate first, so we can, just indicate that by turning on his activate button. And once I click on him, you can see it. If I click off of him, there's no tokens up here, token actions up here. When I click on him, token actions come up. I'm going to double attack him. That's my goal. So I click double attack, choose target. I want to target the Bith Rebel. Click on the Bith Rebel, and in chat, all the information will pop up for you, and it is programmed correctly. Nexu's first attack is +7, which is his attack. His second attack is at a +7 also, and that's what he rolls, a 23 and a 13. And the Bith Rebel's defense is 13. You could check that. It certainly is. I have it pulled up because it is correct. So the possible damage done is 10 and 10 because of the double attack. So overall 20 and I will adjust the hit points, and he is dead. Way dead. Awesome. All right, let's talk about it. Dead and not dead. Yes, a universal way to indicate that you are dead and then, not dead. So, easy enough. Just click on it if you die in the game. No big deal. Okay, let's do a quick tutorial on how to change health really quickly. So again, you click on your token, you can see 1, 2, 3 different bubbles above their head. What we have here in the first bubble is going to indicate force points usually for Jedi. If you don't have force, there will be nothing here. So far, that's the system. So it's working out pretty swell. The middle is your health. The far right is your defense. So let's say that you get hit for 10 points. Click on your token, click on your health, minus 10, enter. And you can automatically track your health. Obviously never change your defense. Probably you could, I suppose, if you wanted to indicate it on your commander effect or something like that, but you could just manually calculate it. And then if you had force points, you could do the same thing. If you had 5 force points, you could just minus 1, and then you would have 4 force points. So likewise, I want to give myself back the 10 points, and I'm back to full health. One quick little note on the website is it's just a work in progress. I've been building it as I go, with the time that I have. So thanks for bearing with me if you look at it at all. Totally not completely done yet, but lots of ideas in progress. So the ranking system, for your persistent squad, lots of different ideas that will happen where they could have a surplus of buy points to customize their character as they play persistently, and if they live or die based on kills and time and how many games you played. So anyway, thanks for listening to this long-winded piece. I'll section it out, and that way you can look at it a little bit better. And this is just a rough draft, so I plan on updating it a little bit better and make it a little bit more semi-professional. Thanks for watching. Hope we get to play.